listen, sometimes, especially at the end of the week, it's just that point where you're just like, I may or may not press the right button. And I don't exactly have them correctly, labeled sometimes. So it's for whatever reason, I have it all together 2, 3, and then just all together. So I have to remember that all together is all 4. All together 3 is when there's 3.
Oh boy.
And then there's all together 2 with guest. So it's just somewhat a little confusing. It's fine though. I figure it out most of the time. But hi. Anyway, hello. I am Aaron. I will be your dungeon master for today. Except I guess not dungeon master. I will be your grand inquisitor for today. Fun. So we play some Star Wars 5e. Tales of the Hidden Path. Around me, you might notice here to my right side, I have a smorgasbord of amazing individuals that we're going to be playing with today, as we do every day, but every day that we play.
Every
That's
day.
what every day we play. Yes. Okay. So, I am gonna just choose at random, and we're just gonna go. And you're just gonna be ready. No, I'm just kidding. I'll go in a general order. Two right here. We have our new face, our new lovely little face, Varlo / Bardic Dice. Yay! Wait, you know what? Why don't I cheer for you like I'm supposed to? Like a good human being. I think I have cheer sounds somewhere in here. But yes, we have over here joining us from across many streams. Tell us a little about yourself, Bardic.
Well, hello. My name, as you've heard, is Bardic Dice. Also, well, actually, hi, my name is Michael, also known as Bardic Dice on all the socials. That's how I usually start everything. Thank you, threw me off. Yeah. You can see me. I play a lot on Market Gaming. You'll hear about that in a little bit, and also on Tuesday nights Monday nights now on literary_DM's YouTube channel with Revenant's Wake, where I get to play a barbarian who's tragic and has a sad backstory. Seems to be something going on there. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I used to stream a lot of D&D, kind of on a bit of a hiatus, but might be seeing more of me soon, whether that's good or bad. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll let you know. And also part of the Tavern with Market Gaming, so you can always find announcements there. But super excited to join you guys and see how Varlo fits in with the team.
Or if he fits in at all.
It's like they've had the best
There's that one person that's
joke
like
ever.
You see that one girl and she's in the background just like ah! That was great.
Rachel roasted him.
Rachel's just in the front. Go ahead.
That's beautiful. And then we have Alkura.
Laughing.
Oh wait, it was just clapping, but I guess we'll go with applause.
People don't like me as much.
All right, that's enough of that.
Wow, just won't stop.
No, they just go on forever.
Please, everyone. Okay, hi, I'm Rachel. Also known as Pip. You can find my art and stuff over on Pip400Art on Instagram. But I usually stream over at Marquee Gaming. I will do art streams. I've been doing those on Thursday nights. And we have a really scary D&D game on Sundays. We recently got rid of the sun, and so that's awkward and sad for everyone. So if you want to come watch us actively destroy the world on accident, you can come watch us on Sunday nights at 7.
I think I saw that movie. Oh, very nice, very nice.
And I play Alkura, homeschool Jedi. and she is really excited we found a new friend.
For now.
For now. We're friends for life now.
Just in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
What is this BFFL bracelet for? I don't understand. Is it a torture device?
Yes.
Some would say.
So, depends on who you ask exactly.
Core might say that.
All right, beautiful. Next up we have Akin. You know, it's
Just
funny,
like
after a certain
Akin and
point, it
Devil.
just sounds like they're all being tortured. I wish it would fade out instead of just like stopping.
Continuing.
You have two options. It goes on for a minute or you stop it early.
Now that I've shut the door to the torture chamber, I am Martel. I play Akin. You can find me on Wednesdays at the Midnight Dispatch. We're playing Vampire. We have a whole bunch of mysteries to solve, no leads, and we're going head first into danger anyways, because we're
That's what you do.
confident.
Question mark.
We'll see.
I love that. Beautiful. And then we have Lore. Just bow. You bow.
Shut the door.
Yes.
Figured it out.
Jose, who needs them? So I am Cheryl, or as people know me, Sherry Bombette, or just Sherry. I used to play over at Top Down. You can just find me here now. I play Lore, or Laura Janin. She is a Sentinel human Genserai. Whatever you'd like to make of that. Yeah. Who knows?
We'll make
She changes each day.
we'll make something of that. All right.
That scares me a little bit.
And I'll be your. I am Aaron, and I'll be your lovely dungeon master tonight. All right. That's rude. That's rude. How dare they?
No.
I think I'll put them back in the torture chamber now. All right. So I think that about covers it for us. Oh, we do have some fun news. We'll be having 2 episodes this month to start off 2026 with a bang, a blast, a good time. I hope that it doesn't go bang. That would be really sad. And I guess the next session would just be remaking characters. I guess if it goes bang today. Yeah.
No, please no.
No.
That's right. We had to pretend to be dead for like a month after that last one.
Yep.
It was so traumatizing.
All right, but I guess we'll just go ahead and jump in to tonight's episode of Tales of the Hidden Path. Yeah, we did it. I pressed the right button. Again, 2 times in a row. I need a cookie.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Where are we? Oh, yes, that's right. The ship blasts off from the hangar in Nar Shaddaa, flying backwards as the crew watches the gangway close as that lightsaber of the 42nd sister flies out towards Varlo, but doesn't quite make it as the ship starts backing out and then flying up. There is, of course, the brief interaction with oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Dontillo, as he was laying on the ground, gets up and sees, oh, there's an Inquisitor on board. That's fun. And after momentarily being like calmed down, he's like, we have to get out of here. I'm gonna go up to the cockpit. We'll deal with this later. And he goes up the gangway, goes to the left, and goes towards the cockpit of the ship, and you can already feel it like rising up into the air.
'Cause my dad's flying, right? I think they
he's
were
up
getting the
there.
ship
Yeah,
done.
he's up there
Yeah,
with
okay.
Neenan right now. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So, as the ship is taking off, and the 4 of you are currently in the open gangway, like mini cargo hold here in the front of the ship. What are you guys doing?
Just because, like, so I know for my own context, I'm sure it's gonna take like 5 seconds to get to the blockade part of it.
Mhm.
Right, I mean, it's like
not gonna,
pretty
depends
immediate.
on how fast we go up, but yeah, it's not gonna take long.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
do we hide?
That's a great question. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Hey, do you know how the blockade thing works? I like look to Varlo.
Kill non-emperor people on site, specifically Jedi and probably you guys.
Yeah.
Okay. What if we have a special little pass?
Oh, you're trying to figure out how to get through it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. DM, I actually don't know that part.
Yes. Well, I mean, as far as you know, they're not letting anybody buy unless they have purchased a special pass. But I would say, going by your station and rank currently,
Mhm.
you haven't been personally involved with any of that stuff yet. You've kind of just been awaiting orders to go to the ground if anybody continues to, if they can find anybody. You're basically on ground patrol.
Yeah. I think you're overestimating my status with everybody, but I'm sure my master might have had access if you just kind of tell them that if they don't let us through, they'll be in trouble with their master, their person above them. It usually works. At least that's what she does. She did. I think she's alive. I don't know.
She threw her lightsaber at you, so yeah, I think.
Right.
Think she would have contacted them by now?
She's probably cussing a lot, torturing the nearest live person. So we might have some time.
Okay. You should go to the front then.
Yeah.
Eyes go really wide.
I was like, whoa.
Do that scary voice you did when we first met. That was pretty scary.
Oh,
I
that's a
didn't-
scary voice.
I just talk
It is
like
scary
this,
voice.
but I put on the mask like this.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Cora's like in the back behind everybody. She's just like, we're dead. And she turns around and walks away.
Oh my gosh.
I will try.
Oh, beautiful. I cannot wait to see how this goes. All right, you guys kind of follow up to the cockpit or the cockpit area. Okay, beautiful. As you are up there, you can see your mom is there. There's like the hallway that goes up to the cockpit itself. There's a couple little side rooms. One of the doors is open. You can see your mom is like sitting on the bunk, and she looks up and she sees you, Alcura. She comes up and like immediately like wraps her arms around you and gives you a hug. And she goes, "Are you all right? We heard a lot of noise outside. Everything okay?"
Yeah, I totally fought like a really like that Sith guy Gandred. I totally fought him, and I think I won. And then I found a friend too.
She looks past, and you see like immediately her eyes lock on Varlo, and her hands go to her hip, like as if she's like, but she doesn't have her saber on her, so she's just like,
I'm no threat to I'm no threat to you. Sorry.
Make a I'll say make a deception check. Make a persuasion check. We almost gave away the game.
Oh.
No.
Evan hate me. Oh no. Oh, that's a 6. Told you guys it wasn't gonna roll well.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. 6. Great. You see her I was gonna say Varlo's eyes narrow. Ven's eyes narrow. And as she looks past you, Alcura, she kind of squeezes your hand, and you get the feeling in your mind through the mental connection that she's just like, she's not buying it, but she's going along with it for now. But you can see the intent of Mama Bear is going to be protecting her baby.
I squeeze her hand back and I go, "Don't worry, Mom. This is definitely like a situation you've been in before, like with Dad."
She looks at you. She goes, "This is nothing like that."
We'll see.
We'll see. You can hear your dad out from the cockpit is just like, so what's the plan? Are we using this pass? We're gonna have to input it soon if we're going to make our way out.
I mean, yeah, right?
You have a pass, it'd be good to try it, yes. Even if it's been filtered out.
All right. I think he has it anyway, right? He has it on the data pad.
Yeah, he was the one that got it.
Okay. So, you see up there at the cockpit, Neenan has switched out with Tillo as he gets into the pilot seat next to your dad. "Oh man, we're gonna need the force with this one," Tillo says. And then Neenan, as she turns around to go back towards the back, she also stops and puts a hand to her hilt when she sees Varlo in the back, because she was not aware that he got on the ship either. She's like, Tillo? And he's like, "Oh yeah, about that. We'll have to deal with that later. First, we get off this planet."
I think this is going to be a thing, and I just take all my weapons and just put them on the table next to her.
You know what? Just here you go. I love it. Okay. Beautiful. No.
Music change.
There's that moment when where is that's now you guys are in the cockpit. Beautiful. As you are in here, you can see the tensions are rising, and as the ship is rising into the horizon that is going from the colored atmosphere into the darkness of space, you see that the triad of, or the trio of star destroyers up there that are kind of blocking your path, and can hear the voice come through the comms.
Incoming vessel, please submit your pass or subject yourself to boarding.
You see Tillo looks at your dad looks at Tillo. Okay, here we go.
Please.
He inputs the thing, and it goes in there and starts to send the pass. There's a moment of silence, and you can feel the tension building and building and building. You see in the distance, Dun kind of like, it just kind of points up. You can see that there is a half of a squadron of TIE fighters like flying in this direction. He's like, Nina, you might want to get somebody on the guns just in case.
On it.
Incoming vessel, you have the appropriate clearance pass, but the location that you took off from had reported some suspicious activity. Anything you care to report?
Till's like, and your dad's like, goes over and clicks the transceiver. Yeah, the one of the hangars above us exploded. I think there was some sort of gunfight going on. That's why we scrambled as fast as possible. And he just like leans back in the chair and just waits.
Understood. Safe travels.
Or just slumps over on the seat like.
You see, Tilla's like puts his head, like he like collapses slightly onto the controller, just like shakes his head, goes over and pulls one of the levers, and the ship begins to power up before it takes off. And you guys are in hyperspace.
Oh my gosh.
Finally.
And all it took. Could have done this before. I just grabbed my weapons again and turn around.
Well, we did steal like 1 million credits, so.
Stole 2 million credits.
Oh, right, it was 2 million. You're right. So it was kind of like a lot of lead up. You kind of just came in at the tail end there.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to undermine what you've gone through and who you've had to torture to get that. Sorry.
Oh wait. Oh my gosh. No, that never mind. You're good. Don't worry.
No, it's fine. You can tell me what my punishment is later.
Yep.
What? Is that sort of like your thing? Is that like a anger? What? Like what?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay.
What is that?
We'll tell you when you're older.
Atkins gonna look at Core. This is why we're not religious.
Damn.
I mean, isn't Mandalorian sort of like a religion in itself? A way of life?
Excuse me, ma'am. Yes, but
More accurately, a code or creed. Sorry, never mind.
yeah, no, he's right. It's a code, it's a creed, it's a culture, and yes, there are some crazy things that we believe for no reason.
Tillo gets up from the console and turns around, and he looks at Varlo with just this blank look of utter concentration as he's just looking at you. And then he turns his attention over to Alkura and Akin and Lore, and it's like, all right, so where are we going?
Okay, I don't know because I'm not sure where. I didn't think we would get out, to be honest. Thank you for coming officially.
You didn't have any faith in me. I see how it is. That's
No,
fine.
that wasn't. No, not at all.
Oh, that's fine. I completely understand. He
Just more
gives
just
you a
like
little bit of
I
a
didn't.
smirk. Actually, it was me. I'm the one.
She had plenty of faith.
The betrayal as he looks over. Just kidding. Just needs to calm down.
It felt like we were never going to get off for real though, because we had everyone like trying to find us. It was horrible.
Yeah, I mean, like Gandrin and his crew, like, we
Yeah,
might
I
have
think
not survived that. So
we need to talk about him. What is up with that guy?
I wish I could tell you.
I think he likes you.
Who?
He goes me, or he tells like me, or points at Okura.
Yes.
You see
The
Barlow slowly take out a notebook and just like
He's like,
trying to.
I'm just keeping
Okay,
track.
who's what in there? Okay.
Okay, actually, I did have a question about that because I feel like Gandrin was super like trying to talk to me and get me to turn to the dark side for like the entire time I knew him, and I just want to know why.
You know, it's kind of a long story, I feel like. But he does have a tendency of showing up when you least expect it, and always whenever we're in the middle of like shuttling people or training people. It's a very strange knack that he and his gang have for showing up at the most inopportune times. And somehow I'm always surprised whenever it happens. But I don't know. You could say that he is definitely trying to increase their numbers, but he's also they are all very complicated. They don't exactly follow any tenets of the Sith or of the Empire, but they definitely love the dark side.
Yeah, but like, why would he be like wanting to recruit me? Because I feel like he should have been. I mean, no offense, Lord, but I feel like he should have been like, wouldn't it have been easier?
You see, Tillo just does the slow office camera turn over to Lore, like,
I'm not saying you do it, but I'm saying, wouldn't that be like you'd be an easier target? Like, I feel like this is not appealing to me at all.
Considering that she was like leading into the dark side while fighting, so there's still like that feeling.
I'm sure he wanted both of you equally. Oh, sorry.
To be fair, like I get your point of view, but also how much the confidence that he was trying to get, like, changing someone from the good side to the bad side, how much more of an accomplishment is that than someone who's already dabbling? Right?
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand them. They don't get me.
There are some Inquisitors that purely only go after the people to turn them.
Yeah.
I've heard it's their thing. I don't get that either, but maybe that's what you were talking about, Laura, earlier.
I see you do get it.
I don't think I do.
Okay.
Also,
so,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but you have a choice in this? Both of you?
How? In what?
Well, you can choose to follow the dark side and you can choose to follow the light side. You're not forced to by anybody.
Tillo just turns around and goes back. He's like, this is going to require a lot of spatchka to get through. He just goes and sits down.
Oh, no. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Well, it don't kill people, but like, you know.
Well, I mean, when you have to.
I mean, but like not everyone on the ship. I mean, okay, wait, I shouldn't say you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
I don't think we're the
First-
right people to ask.
First things first. A destination. We can
Yeah.
bring you guys back to Jakku. It'll take a few days to get there.
Okay.
We can
If
make
that's
some
where you
stops.
think is best.
We can make some stops along the way. There's we have choices. The hidden path, our part of the hidden path is there. He like looks like he's like considering his words carefully again, looking at Varlo like
I can walk out if you need me to.
no, it's fine.
He had a hard time listening
don't-
to you, so
I don't sense anything malicious about you, but at the same time, I'm sorry, but your organization has done a lot of harm to a lot of people, and they do not stop at force. They are known for trickery and leading astray and disguising themselves as the helpless. So this is not personal. It's just previous experience is telling me otherwise.
You're wise to be cautious. I haven't met a good person that has served as an inquisitor.
Exactly. I suppose my question is more, I know that you are needing some time to rest and recuperate. We will definitely have that as we travel. My question is more, where do you want to take your parents?
Wow. I was gonna ask you that. I don't know what's gonna be even safe. I mean, thanks to Gandra and well, the arena thing before that, I guess. But I mean, everyone knows what they look like now.
Mm-hmm.
And before, I mean, they were somewhere secluded, but that got leaked. So I don't know where would be a good place.
There's an entire galaxy out there. Any number of places we can find contacts with the hidden path to try and find them new homes, new identities. It would take some time, but we can find them somewhere new and safe. It will probably be at the far reaches of the galaxy, though. The further from the Empire, the better. But this is a conversation that I feel like would be best to have both parties, as he gestures to your dad, involved with as well. Or I should say, all parties that are involved here. He looks down at the computer and like scanning through the charts as he's like starts inputting the destination that just any destination. He's just trying to look what's along the path. He's like, at the moment I plotted a course for Jakku as just a baseline. It's like I said, it'll be a good 60 hours of travel to get there, give or take, if we want to make any stops along the way. Which we may be able to. We'll have to be cautious about when and where we send out messages. But the Blue Talon has a few tricks up its own sleeve. He like knocks on the ship. This is the Blue Talon, by the way.
Ship name. Yeah, got it.
Me and Neenan were in the process of running for some supplies before we go back to Jakku. We've gathered what we needed. Hence why we were somewhat in the vicinity. we are scheduled to meet up with Vaniel on our way back. They are uh, they're over in the arena system. Um, it's closer to Jakku than it is here, but we're on our way back that way. You're welcome to come along for the ride until we figure out more of a plan. We can take some time and reach out to our contacts as well and see what the best option is. But unfortunately, at this juncture, it might be safer for them to part ways with you again.
I mean,
at least for the time being.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we separated in the first place. So, I mean, I was preparing for it, even though it's not my favorite option.
I'm sorry. Get some rest. And maybe even some sleep. You've had a really long few days from what I've heard. Might need some time to sleep comfortably, peacefully, and without immediate threat of betrayal. He looks up at Varlo, but he says it with just a hint of a smile on his face. We have you outnumbered, so I feel like we have a fair amount of chance, just in case.
Oh, me. I was just thinking, I don't think I've ever had a night of sleep without wondering if the person next to me will kill me. So tonight won't be any different.
I was going to say somehow I'm not surprised, but now I feel guilty for even thinking that. All right, well, I'm going to go get myself something to eat and probably 2 things to drink. He goes over, claps your dad on the shoulder, and it's like, excellent job. I can tell she's in good hands. And then he walks past you guys.
Good job lying, Dad.
Your dad just like looks or turns around in the ship. He goes, I mean, what did you expect? Sometimes the old tricks come back rather smoothly. Just don't tell your mother. She likes to think that she cured me of that.
I'll tell.
So you guys have time to sit, time to talk, figure things out. What you're wanting to do next. You also have a new pet that you've added to your collection.
The newspaper will be fine.
Does he get wet food or?
He's probably only used to dry at this point.
Breaking poor Laura's heart here.
If you just put all your scraps together on one plate, it will do.
I think before we can all talk and stuff, I would just go over and hug my dad and just say, I'm so glad you're okay. We're officially okay.
He gives you a kiss on the top of the head, holds you close. Yeah, I hope so. At least no threats from immediate vagabonds or dark side cultists.
Yeah.
Mostly.
I'll just walk to the back of the ship out of it, out of earsight.
He's like, where did you find him?
Hiding him?
I'm sorry? You were fighting him, and then you just
fighting.
decided to be friends? Just like you looked into each other's eyes and were like, you know what? We should be friends now.
Kinda. I mean, that is sort of what.
Oh my god.
If Laura's
Ahura.
overhearing this, she's just like, "That is your daughter."
I don't know where she gets it from.
I get it from. My whole life I grow up hearing about how like friendship and love and kindness can change a person's soul and heart, and now it's beautiful and amazing. And so he seemed really sad and he asked for help. So of course I'm going to give it to him. And I felt like it was okay, as opposed to Gandrin, who I knew was a slime ball the whole time. So
Insight check.
My favorite part is that he's listening right now. And
sorry.
I love you, Gandrin.
I love that. I love how smoothly that comes out. Yeah, exactly. He's just
Being
a
a
slime ball.
soundboard.
Oh, I'm gonna get that clipped. And I'll play it every time. Every time I practice. Remember, Gandrin, you're just a slime ball. Beautiful. Okay. He's like, we told you those stories because they are. Can't even say that they're mostly true. It happens to work out between me and your mother. I would not count that as a rule for everyone in the galaxy.
Well, I wouldn't either, because I didn't invite Gandrin to come with us.
That's fair, but I mean, he was trying. I mean, he of all people was definitely trying to, stay together.
What?
As in, like, he was trying to work with us as much as possible. Granted, to his own nefarious means, but at least he hadn't, up until now, hadn't actually, harmed us as much as,
Wait, are you saying I should have invited Gandrin?
No.
I have his number. I could call him.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying the one person you pick is the one that you happen to be crossed sabers with, and know for a fact that his organization hunts people like you by any means necessary. I was not hunting your mother. She was hunting me, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
I'm not going to win this.
Well, I get what you're saying. I'll be careful.
Just be careful.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Does it?
Mostly.
That's what I was afraid of. He looks up at Akin. You couldn't have spoken some sense into her?
No.
It was worth a try.
In my defense,
No.
I did only have 2 seconds.
That is fair, I suppose.
In the middle of the fight is when she decides this. Your girl knows how to pick her moments.
Sorry. I'll ask. I'll yell across the battlefield next time if I see someone else that I think should come with us.
Can't we just telepathically link?
Yeah, but that takes a whole force thing I have to do with it, so it just depends. We could just do that every time in case we come across someone.
And as much as I wish that this was a rhetorical thing, I feel like she would actually do it every time.
I would, if you wanted me to.
Fight.
Yeah.
He goes up and just pats your cheeks. He goes, "I love you, princess. You scare me, but I love you."
I love you. And you scare me now because of, everything that happened, so even.
I didn't by comparison, I haven't done anything.
I know you did, but I was scared for you. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Well, you should probably get some rest before the adrenaline kicks it out.
Oh my gosh, I have so much adrenaline. I don't know how I'm gonna sleep at all, ever. 2 hours later, she's like crushed.
Forget that. 5
Rolling
minutes
all
from
over.
now, she's gonna be like half leaning on the wall, and just
Yeah.
conk out.
Ruling.
Mid sentence is my bet. Mid
Yeah,
sentence.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. Um. Okay. Well. Lore, Akin. What are you guys? What are you guys up to?
Lore, which is honestly be like eavesdropping on all the conversations, interjecting, and then probably just like end up like walking away for a little bit and just be like, "No, we don't even have a heading. We don't know where we're going. I need to balance myself."
Amazing! What an amazing sentiment. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, Akin, what are you doing?
Yeah, I guess Akin can follow Tillo after this conversation's over. Basically, walk up on him, presumably taking a drink like he said he was.
And he very much is a Jedi who partakes.
Mm-hmm. Got any more of that? What is it?
It's just some low quality Jakku moonshine, basically stuff we make
Make it
back at the temple.
yourself. Oh.
Yes. One of our residents back at the temple, Percy, he likes to dabble with alchemy, if you will. He's
See.
capable of making some pretty potent stuff. He usually keeps a gourd of it on his person.
Drunk Jedi. That sounds safe.
Well,
Do you mind?
nope.
Hold up. Yeah.
Help yourself.
Yeah. So he'll take take a big Taco Bell cup. Or,
That's amazing.
big gulp.
He does a little cheers.
How bad is it? How much does this hurt?
You can make a Constitution saving throw if you wish.
Okay,
It's pretty intense.
Okay. I have a +6. And I rolled a 14. 20.
Oh, very nice. The sting is there. The vapor coming off of the surface of the liquid definitely might curl one or two of the nostril hairs, but it's not going to like completely cleanse your system. There's a strange aftertaste though. It's somewhere between like metallic grease and a nice little cinnamon spice to it. It's a very strange mixture. It's like it's the kombucha girl gif like all the way. You're just like, wait, no that, oh wait, maybe it's all right. You can tell if you had to guess. This is definitely something that was homemade, and definitely something that was made not using a distillery that was like made specifically for this, but a distillery that was created to make something out of this, out of whatever.
Sure. Okay. So as a human being, what I'm remembering is the first time I ever tried to make root beer, and it tasted good, but it also tasted like rubber. Because we did something wrong.
That is incredible. Yeah.
So I think he'll kick it back and he'll be like, okay. Not the worst. I think your guy's good, but he needs better tools.
Listen, We work with what we got. It's not
Sure.
much out there. Hence why we scavenge what parts we can as we're doing runs across the outer rim. If we had access to more inner rimmed things, then it might be a little better. But for the moment, we try and stick to the outskirts wherever possible.
Makes sense. You're very open about all of this.
You're on
Probably
our-
not a good habit.
If we were on world somewhere, no, I have a feeling, as much as I hate to admit it, Kura seems like she has a good sense of character. All the people that she's gravitated around up until now have been questionable yet decent.
Thanks.
Kind of like, and he gestures to the alcohol. So, you know,
Sure.
the force moves in mysterious ways, and if there's one thing I've learned through a lot of therapy, sometimes you just have to go with the flow.
Well, I certainly owe you a debt of honor for getting us off of that planet, so I won't be revealing any of your secrets.
I appreciate that. Who's like gestures in the direction of wherever Core is in the ship? That's a new face as well. And I don't mean to pry, but she looks kind of familiar. Or am I well, no, I haven't had too many of these.
Yeah, trying to figure that out. If I had a better idea, maybe I could tell you.
You don't know?
I don't, and I do. It's... I think I know, I'm just not ready to say it out loud yet.
Oh. One of those kind of situations.
So, let's not talk about me. Let's talk about you. Your organization, this hidden path, you call it?
Mhm.
What do you do? You're hiding Jedi? Any
Anyone.
Force users?
Anyone.
Anyone?
Unfortunately, most of our order is gone. So the stragglers and survivors these days, especially at this point, are becoming fewer and fewer in number. At this point, it's just helping whoever's trying to escape the Empire.
See.
Some need the help. Some don't. And that's where the danger lies. There's a lot of people willing to do some rather terrible things in order to garner a few credits. And what better way than to pretend to be a refugee looking for asylum amongst other Force sensitives? So there's a process to it. But yeah, consider it we try and be the best relocation program that we can, considering the circumstances. And there's definitely a lot of us that would prefer to take a more visible stand against what's happening. But we just don't have the numbers right now. Maybe in time. Provided it doesn't all go terribly wrong. Hence, he gestures the drink.
They
I might.
Go
What were
ahead.
you gonna say? No, you say.
I was going to say, if they keep alienating and destroying people, eventually there will be enough that there will be a time to strike. I do think you're right that the time is not now. I suppose I came to you to offer my services as a part of the debt.
I appreciate it. I get the feeling that as much as we might need it, those two, he gestures back towards Alcura and Lore, wherever they're at in the ship. Those two might need a guiding hand sometimes.
Yeah.
Laura somewhere goes, yep. No idea why. She just like, yes. They seem like they will be a handful. And
yes.
while I feel like there are some amongst us on Jakku that could offer guidance, we're not really in any better of a position to train or help aside from principles these days. We call it a temple there still just out of habit, but I don't really know how much of us really cling to that. Some of us. He looks over at Ninan's room. Some of us do.
Not like I was planning on splitting off. I owe them far more, but just wanted to give you the option.
Well, depending
They're
on
good.
where we go. He looks down at your blasters. Those could come in handy. As much as they are destructive and noisy, they garner somewhat less attention, and he nods towards his saber on his hilt than that does.
Can't imagine walking around with one of those things. You people are crazy.
When it's all you know. It has saved my life more times than not.
I'm sure that's true. Well,
The things we have seen at the edges of the galaxy.
yeah. I'll sort of lift the Taco Bell cup.
The taco
Anyway.
slurp.
Mm-hmm. Slurp Bell. Anyway,
That one up my
thanks again.
nose.
Took me a minute.
He'll take one more one more pour or fill up the cup and then take his leave.
Nice. Very nice, very nice. Go for it, Alcor.
After I talk to my dad really fast, I would try and go find Varlo.
Mhm.
If it depends on how busy Laura looks too. Like I'll peek in before I go. Like, does she seem like she's succeeding and balancing out, or does she seem like restless?
He's failing at it.
Okay. So like you'll probably hear her hiss like from the doorway. She's like peeking around it. She goes, "Hey, you want to talk to the new guy, or you want to do your meditation?"
Just want to sort of like slam her hands down a little bit and be like, "Yeah, let's go talk to him."
Okay. Maybe like change of pace or something might help.
Yeah. Who knows? Be like a little crackle in her eyes.
I like pat her shoulder. Like it's okay.
So where is this dude, Barlow?
Oh, I don't know.
He wandered
find
off to
him.
the back towards the back of the ship. You guys get to explore a little.
We'll say for flavor, Varlo is probably trying to get out of earshot of everyone because he feels like he's just invading everyone's private conversations about him, and he'll find like any like open wiring or anything like on the ship that seems like it needs repair. And I was thinking like it'll probably be about the time Atkins walking out of the door where suddenly the door just powers off and won't open, and just hear sorry, and then like a surge of energy, and all of a sudden like it now runs better than it did before. Like there's like more energy flowing like more efficiently to that door. He's just trying to like reroute and make different things on the ship run better.
I say to Lore, like as we're walking, like, oh, the new guys mess around with wires. That's not gonna help this whole suspicious looking. Okay, well, that's fine.
Well, I mean, you said you have a good feeling about him, so let's try to trust in your weird gut.
Do you trust me, Lore?
I wouldn't say that far, but I'm starting to, I guess. Maybe, who knows? I'm feeling off right now, so let's just go with yes.
Oh, I'm gonna take this as like the best day ever.
I'm gonna like journal it later.
Yeah, it is going in my
trust
diary.
me.
Yeah. Dear diary, today was great. Lord, trust me. I'll go. Yeah, we'll walk up to Vilo. Hey,
What do you want? Sorry. What do you want?
Oh my god.
what you doing?
Sorry. I love the idea that the mask is like the only way he's ever intimidating. Like he had to create a tool to be intimidating. I'm just making myself useful. There were some wiring that was redundant. I like to be busy tinkering.
That's cool. Yeah. By the way, did we all say our names?
No.
I don't remember. Oh, wow. We really didn't. We are like the worst hosts. I'm so sorry.
You haven't attacked me. I think you're one of the best hosts I've ever had. So
Oh my
thank
god.
you.
Oh. Okay.
I have shelter. A place to rest, I assume. We haven't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you. This is a good day.
Oh my gosh. Well, you're welcome. Well, anyway, I'm Alkura.
Akura.
Yep.
Lore, or you can Laura, Lore, whatever.
What do you
Whatever
prefer?
want. I don't think anyone's asked me what I prefer.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
She's sort of taken aback. She's like, "What do you prefer?"
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to send you down in an existential crisis.
I mean, they all call me Lore, so just call me Lore. We'll figure it out later. Maybe like Supreme Chancellor or something. Just joking there.
Okay, Lord. Well, if you ever want to be named anything else, please let me know.
And what is your preferred name?
Figuring that out myself. For now, it's Varlo.
Is
Don't
that
really.
yeah, like
Whatever.
your name or like why
What was
are you
given to me?
figuring out? Oh.
By family or by them?
By them, I was apparently different than normal. I was taken younger. They heard in my smaller town of someone that was more sensitive the potential.
Mm.
I don't really remember much. I was a kid, but they took me, informed me, and by the time I was old enough to be trained, they attempted to train me. I don't know if I believe them, but I said my father is a terrorist against the Empire, so.
Terrorist, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've been with them since you were a kid? And clearly it has not been a good time, judging from your responses
Well,
and wanting to leave.
I'm alive. But no. It's not been what I thought it was going to be.
What did you think it was going to be?
I've heard stories of people that would save others and protect them, keep the galaxy safe. That's what they told us we were doing. That people needed security and people needed symbols. But that's not what I saw us doing.
What'd you see instead?
Rather not talk about it, but a lot of oppression. We were being told we were fighting against bad people that wanted to bring anarchy. And yet, that's the time it was just mothers and children and people trying to protect their home. Sorry. I must seem weak.
Not at all.
Yeah.
What I've been told. I'm weak for feeling this way.
Seems like they told you one thing and were actually the opposite. And you got stuck with that.
I don't know what the
Not
truth is.
easy. Yeah, I get that. Get that. I grew up thinking, the Jedi were the right way, and then ended up in a very different place than Jedi. Not knowing, are they the right way, or is the way that I was raised now the right way? It's confusing.
What happened with you?
Well, I mean, you probably heard everything fell apart. I ended up with people who dabble in both the dark and the light side of the Force, and had to survive. And so survived by dabbling in both. So when you're around those who are one or the other, it's sort of confusing as to why they just use one and why they put down the other. Both sides. Because both have positives and negatives.
I glanced at Alcura, looked back at himself, knowing that she's a light side user.
She's all about balance.
So, do you use the light side more?
I do.
Do you, Lore? Do you?
Sometimes.
Yeah, Okay.
I try to stay balanced. Right now, I'm a little off kilter with what happened with that group. Um, but hopefully, I'll be back to normal soon. Possibly. Hopefully. For my friend's sake, they worry about me for some reason.
I have an idea. What if next battle we get into, you only use the light side? Like, would that be like a hard reset?
Well, would she be able to do anything? Heal.
I mean, look at my character
Heal.
sheet.
It is
Or-
hard once it's ingrained in you.
Mm.
If you need someone to electrocute or suffocate, to feel better, I'm sure outrank me here, so if that's how you need to
oh my.
stabilize yourself.
Oh no. This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Laura's just gonna like laugh really hard for a moment and be like, "Were you serious?"
Sorry, I shouldn't speak.
No. You can
He
speak.
thought he was like laughing at him.
I
She thought that was a joke.
Because
no.
I would
That's-
never do that to a friend.
You want to be my
Or-
friend?
Well, I mean, if you're a good person like us, yeah. If you're just as lost as I am and trying to find your way through whatever, just because you were raised in a not great situation doesn't mean that you're a bad person.
I think you all notice a few tears dropping from his one good eye before he does. Sorry. That was nice. Thank you.
No problem. If I ever seem off balance, what you can do is just tell me to go meditate.
Okay.
If I'm so far off balance, you guys might have to push me out of the ship, but I wouldn't allow myself to get that far. You know, the safety of the crew outweighs the darkness of one.
Well, I know how overwhelming the dark side can be. Though I had potential as a kid, my potential quickly capped out. So my abilities don't go far. I'm sure both of you have better control over the Force than I do. I learned to mimic powers with tech. And it'll like flip over his hand and you see like a data pad that's ingrained into like a wrist pad, and he'll like press a couple buttons, and in one hand he'll like reach out as if he's like about to cast a force power, and then there's like a med pack that gets released into the aura that you guys can feel.
Ooh.
I mimic light powers too.
I think that's pretty awesome.
That is cool.
So if you need someone even to spar or exert dark powers in a healthy way, I'm sure I could be one to help.
Balance, but tech. I like it. She's gonna sort of nudge Okura because she's been quiet for the last little bit.
I just loved watching you guys talk. That was like the best thing I've ever seen, to be honest.
I've never seen Lore talk so much.
I've never seen you talk this much, Laura, or open up this much. And this was like the best day of my life, if I'm honest. I do have a question, Varlo. So, because everyone is totally judging me for letting you come up here with us.
Yeah, that was quite foolish.
Oh, well, you're judging me too? Come on, man.
Saying.
Okay, but I want to know though, what like why you said why you asked me, because you seem pretty like, okay, I'm gonna totally defeat her at first, but then you just stopped.
Yeah, I could have taken you out. I had the advantage from behind. You were occupied.
No, that's not true. I was on top of
Tactically, I
things.
had the advantage.
No, okay. You know what? Anyway, what were you saying? Can you
Actually,
answer?
I held back in some of my attacks. Actually, I don't really know. I think I grabbed your lightsaber when we were grappling. Part of being a Jafar, we can innately see memories through objects. Mainly where I was useful to the Inquisition. And I saw you give mercy to people.
Oh.
I could tell you fought with bravery, not fear. There was a smile on your face when things were bad. I've never seen an Inquisitor fight like that. It's what I always thought. What I had been told as a kid what a Jedi was, but I hadn't seen one.
Oh. Wow, that was such an in-depth answer. I did not expect that.
I'm sorry,
I
was that
love
too
that.
much?
That was amazing. I feel so like, oh wow. I usually feel so lame all the time, but that's really nice of you to say.
Welcome.
Well, I can sense. I can do the force thing where you can like ask object questions.
You're a Kafar? You don't look like one?
Zeltron. But I can sense people's emotions, which is why I feel like I have an okay gut feeling about people most of the time. So that's why I felt okay bringing you, because I felt like you were insincere.
He reaches below and brings out his Inquisitor saber. You want to understand what I've seen?
Ooh, yes, I would. I should go ask my mom first, though, because she was telling me that using some really powerful force stuff is a bad idea. But if you're in space, like in hyperspace, can they track you? Actually, do you know that? I heard that they can track Jedi when they use a lot of the force.
I believe so. I've not ever been powerful enough to do that myself.
Okay.
You said mother?
Yeah, my mom and dad were back there.
Yeah, saw that you had a father here. You are very lucky to have both.
Yeah, I've definitely realized that. They were almost
So
gone.
your mother was the one that was about to attack me if she had a saber on her?
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
It's okay. She
I think yeah, they were about to get executed in an arena a couple days ago, which is why we were down there in the first place.
I've been to a few of those. They're not fun.
Well, no, maybe, you know what? Actually, I think they were going to hand her off to the Inquisitors. I don't think they were going to kill her. So, yeah, but so I think all of us are on edge, you know.
Each Inquisitor likes to do it in different ways.
Ugh.
Weird.
Yeah. Yep.
I would like to meet her. If that's the case.
Yeah. We can go talk to her.
I'd like that, please.
Sure. Do you think she looks cool? Is that why?
She's a traitor to the Empire, but she's a Jedi. That's pretty cool as well, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, she's a traitor to the Jedi too, so she's just traitors to everyone. Just because she wanted to get married. Isn't that a fun system that we were all living in?
Varlo's like, traitor. I mean, most traitors is traitors so much, then maybe she should have been put down with the rest.
Is this like 3 lefts make a right sort of thing? Like if you, I mean, if I'm a traitor to here, you just kind of fully make yourself. Okay, never mind. We'll make sense of things.
I guess I'm a traitor to the Jedi too, aren't I? Where's just
I want to be a traitor, so that sounds like awesome.
You can be a traitor to the Inquisition if you want.
And that would mean I'd have to join them first.
That would be interesting.
So.
No.
That would be interesting.
We believe traitors to the Empire are
Lord.
Jedi. They weren't Inquisition.
Oh. Makes sense. Do you think I'd make a good Inquisitor, Marlo?
Actually, yes. You would be terrifying.
Oh! Okay. I was thinking I'd be the worst Inquisitor ever.
I think the more charismatic you are of the dark side, the more terrifying it is.
Oh.
Or you go down the route of being extremely intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say that the less you have to say, the better.
Uh-oh. Wow. I have a lot to say, so do you want to go talk to my mom? We can talk to my mom.
If she wants to talk, I just had one thing to ask.
Sure, I had a question to ask her too, so. I'll go prep her. Hold on a second.
One second thought.
How many people are on this ship, and how many Jedi? I've never thought I'd meet one, and now I'm meeting, what, 2.5 or 3?
Who's the half?
You said you're not a Jedi.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I want. I'll go find them.
I just look at Laura. Did I mess up again?
No.
Okay.
She's so young.
She didn't answer how many people are on the ship.
It just keeps you guessing. You never know.
3 Jedi. Well, it's just like, I don't really know. Like, 5? What?
5 Force users. 3 would be Jedi.
Jedi.
Two unaffiliated. As much as Ven talks about balance, I don't see her really dipping her toes into. Ven. Wait, yeah. As much as Ven talks about balance.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I don't see her really going any dark side routes. It's just more of not as intense Jedi. It's Jedi light.
Yeah. Jedi light.
Jedi light versus full sugar free. Okay.
He just looks. The color just drains when you say the thing. This might be the most wanted ship in all the galaxy now.
Yeah. She's gonna pat his back and be like, and we trust you.
Beautiful. Okura, go. For all intents and purposes, most of the cabins on the ship are left open unless you're sleeping. So you go into the cabin where your mom and your dad are currently having a conversation.
Oh, I want to listen. What are you talking about?
Make a perception check. You can hear low murmurs.
Oh, wow, Kura. She rolled so bad. I think you're at like a 10. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just understood. I understand so very little about what she's thinking all the time. Bringing in this Inquisitor is just, I don't know, it just seems like a very bad idea. Yes, well, she was very excited about it. I can assure you, she seemed very excited. She even made a little bit of a comparison. She did it. Yeah, she did. She's going on about how everybody in the galaxy can be redeemed. It's your fault. My fault? How did I? Akura? Are you out there?
Hey, guys.
You know, I can sense you.
I forgot. It's been like a couple years since I tried to eavesdrop on you guys.
And you, despite all of the years of failure at that, you still continue to think that you are the most nimble and quiet Lothcat out there.
I should have used some force powers to be quieter. I will blame my high heels. I can't sneak.
Why are you wearing those things?
I
Don't
wore them
get
to
me
the
wrong.
party.
They look nice. However, they just don't seem to be the most comfortable for running
They're
for your life.
awful. Yeah, I wore them to the party to come rescue you guys, and then never was able to get anything else. And then Sai decided to fly away with all my stuff, so I don't have any other shoes. It has been the biggest challenge to fight lightsaber battles in these.
You know, I have, as much as I'm sure that there would be some of the masters who would disagree, I would say that proves your skill with a lightsaber to be able to do so without breaking your ankle at the same time, especially not having trained to do so.
Yeah, I definitely like most of my focus was lightsaber fighting, but then there's always like maybe 5% of the force power that's allocated to my ankles to making sure that they don't break. So
that's understandable.
Yeah.
How are you, dear?
I think I'll just go sit down with them for a minute. I'm okay. Yeah. I'm glad we're out of it and that you guys are alive. It didn't feel like it was going to happen, even though I didn't want to say that.
Welcome to life in this galaxy. Always on the verge of disaster. Now, even more so.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that part of me is sorry that we sheltered you so much. Part of me is very glad that you turned out the way you did. This all, I'm sure, has been a bit of a, maybe not so much of a shock, but a learning curve, to say the least.
I didn't think people could be so awful on purpose.
So you sensed that?
Yeah. Especially with you guys. Like how everyone was trying to get to you and willing to be so awful about it and purposefully torch our house and all that. A whole arena orchestrated to make a big show. Like it just was a little excessive.
For the crowd's entertainment. But all that aside, as easy as it can be, as you've seen, to get lost in that darkness, you mustn't forget that there is plenty of light. It's just harder to find these days.
Yeah, is there a way like you do that in an area that is so saturated with darkness? Because I was feeling overwhelmed emotionally. I feel like I wasn't even thinking straight down in Narshada because it's just like so much bad all in your head all the time. And I feel like I was kind of being irrational and I wasn't really thinking a lot about some stuff, especially like with Gandrin and all that stuff, you know?
She smiles gently and puts a finger through your hair and kind of like tucks it behind your ear. I know the feeling well. And it takes much practice and training to be able to block out that sort of noise. And it is part of the reason why it's so very important to meditate and center yourself whenever possible, and particularly so whenever you feel those emotions and that darkness creeping in, because it does so ever so gently that you won't even realize that it's there until it's way too late. There are reasons why, even when we speak of balance, we must be extremely cautious to what we give in to. It is a crumbling road and a slippery slope. Before you know it, you've already gone over the edge. It takes self control, but also realizing that sometimes you might feel that you are stronger than you believe you are, and realizing that we all must continue to strive. Do not be overwhelmed. You'll get there. You've managed to come this far. I have no doubts that you will continue to excel, provided you keep up with your training, of course, which I trust that you have been. She like goes from like sweet nurturing mom to like almost
Trainer.
immediately to like teacher mode.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I have because Laura's here, so sometimes we'll practice forms. And I've been, fighting like a fair amount of people over the last couple of years in certain situations. So that counts as training.
Uh, yes, I suppose practical training. I was, you know, I would prefer that you uh, train more in the theoretical than in the applied measure. The possibility for, I won't say failure, but the possibility of making mistakes can lead to more drastic consequences out in the field.
Good point.
But
Yeah.
despite all of this, I am glad that you have had companions that have been able to provide training and moments to practice with whatever they might be.
Definitely harder without you like showing me stuff.
Well, I am not your master. I am just your mother. There is
Mm-hmm.
a very strong difference.
Yeah. Best teacher ever though. That's why I get so mad. Everyone's always like, "You're so young and untrained." Everyone loves to say that to me. And I just think that's so rude. And it's also rude to you. So I'm like doubly offended.
So you see her face kind of like when you say You're also a great teacher. She like looks like she's about to say something, and then she just keeps it to herself instead. And she's just like, "Well, there are ways that people try and get under your skin, and they will say many things to try and
Oh, wait.
antagonize you."
Is that why they're doing that? Oh my gosh, it's working! Dang it!
Well, lesson learned.
Lesson learned. I'm not going to care anymore when people say that. I'm just going to go, whatever.
That is definitely an answer. Whatever made you lose?
30 minutes later. Really, I didn't care at all.
Yeah, that didn't bother me one bit. Oh, Mom, I had two things. One, do you remember we were talking about maybe trying to help Core with the whole decoding her brain thing? So I didn't know, like, can you do giant force powers on a ship when it's moving in hyperspace? Like, no one can track that, right? Is that the hack? That's the loophole?
I can't say for any certainty.
Yeah.
A ripple in the force is still a ripple in the force, whether it's moving down a river or in the stillness of a pond. It's still a ripple. It might be more difficult, but it doesn't mean that it's not there.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
So it is definitely worth a try if that is something that they wish to do.
Okay.
I don't see why not, but I would probably, I would ask our hosts first if they mind us increasing the risk factor.
Oh, that's true. That'd be pretty rude if we just did it without asking. Yeah. Okay. And then second, Barlow was hoping to talk to you.
You see her face immediately go flat. Does he?
Yeah.
She does this little like look over to your dad and then looks back to you. Does he or do you?
Do I want to talk to you?
No, do you want him to talk to me?
I mean, kind of.
Now we get to the truth of it.
That kid was crying when Lore said like one nice sentence to him. Like, it's bad, Mom. I think you need to talk to him.
How did he survive?
No. It seems bad, though.
Almost too bad. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be cynical.
I mean, it's probably smart some people are being cynical.
We can't all see the universe in rainbows and sunshine, dear.
Yeah. So I can do that so he can feel welcomed, and then other people can be cynical.
A balance?
It
are you proposing a balance?
Out. That's what I'm saying.
Somehow, I did not expect my words to be used against me like this, but yet here we are.
Yep. I do listen to you guys and take it all in. I am a sponge.
For better or worse. Sure.
Yeah.
I'll talk to him.
Okay.
What am I going to say? If I say nice things, apparently he cries. You want to see him tear up some more?
Or like tears of joy, sure. Everyone loves a good cry.
Do they, Alcura? Do they?
I do.
You are definitely Zeltron.
Mm-hmm.
The river of emotions.
Yeah.
All right. Go bring our friend in.
Okay. Love you.
I love you too.
You're the best. Okay. I'm
She
gonna
like
go now.
sits up and like straightens her tunic down a little bit. And as you go to get Varlo, you see that he is blown a hole in the side of the ship. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody gets sucked
Dang
out
it!
into hyperspace and spread across the quadrant. It's fine. No, but we will go to break real quick, and then we will come back to all of these shenanigans, all of these emotions.
So many emotions.
Yeah. All together. Oh, there it is. I will be right back. Wahoo! That's how annoyingly awesome would that be? Is every time I did a screen transition, it was the Yoshi slash Toad. Wahoo! For no reason, no
Amazing.
reason, whatever. It's just that's what happens every time.
And no one ever talks about it.
No one ever talks about it. Ever, I don't play Mario on stream ever. Like, there's no little Yoshi bouncing. It's just like that's just the sound it makes.
Oh,
This
man.
is just the life we live now. Okay, calm down. This music sometimes is so on point, and sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm like, well, I want to look around. Like, who's sneaking up on me? Okay. Yeah. Akin.
Yes.
After your couple of drinks,
Mhm.
what are you doing?
I guess I will probably gonna go find the crew. First we can see how Core's doing and make sure she's got like a place to settle in and be by herself.
Okay. You look into. You go downstairs into the cargo hold, and you see that she has taken off some of her armor already, has off to the side, and she's got what looks like a kind of a dirty, greasy rag that she's probably picked up from somewhere on the ship, and she's just like not necessarily polishing it, but she's just kind of cleaning off any scuffs that look like it had like rubbed too hard on something. Like she's just kind of tending to her belongings. She has the make a perception check for me.
Sure. Perception. Okay, that's not a bad roll. Which is good because I have bad perception. 12.
Okay. As you are on this upper level looking down, she has her her blasters are like within hand's reach, easily grabbable, easily ready to go. Like just as much as to an outsider's perspective, she is in downtime mode. There's a part of you that's like, again, proud papa, because she's definitely been trained. This is not this is like veteran level
Sure.
veteran warrior level like readiness, not something you would assume from a teenager, basically. Like, so it's a little maybe a little mixed feeling, because you're like, wow, she's got some really good skills here, and then you're like, these skills are definitely not life experiences. These are either not necessarily artificial, but she couldn't possibly have. She doesn't seem to have lived long enough to have developed this kind of like alertness and readiness.
I guess he'll walk up behind her and he'll say, equipment management, good. Guns at the ready, good.
Hearing my dad sneak up on me from up the corridor, even better.
Oh, you did hear. Hold on. Let me roll something. I rolled an 18. Let's see. That is... Akin's very stealthy. That's a 27.
Give me an insight as well.
Insight. Hey, 22.
She's bluffing. You saw the minor little jump to her whenever you spoke. She's trying to play it off like it's nothing.
He'll say, you didn't hear shit. He'll sort of like sit down next to her.
Maybe.
So Planning on sticking around in this cargo hold, or are you going to pick a room?
I mean, it seemed like there's not too many too many rooms available. I just figured this would be the easiest, and I feel like I won't get boxed in. You kind of remember she has a little bit of the claustrophobia.
Sure. Okay. So what you want? Then we'll get you a cot or something out here.
That's I can just sleep here. I don't need it. I don't need anything special. What about you, old man? Sure your bones can handle roughing it in the deck of a ship?
I am not that old.
I'm just saying. You're older than me, so that's a pretty big qualifier.
Oh man. This is how you talk to 19-year-olds? Oh, my bones.
That is how I talk to 19. That is literally what I get on the daily basis at work, okay?
Still want to you still want to try that force thing? Try and get those commands out of your head?
You say that and you look over at her and she's just staring at her boots. You can tell that it's probably one of the first times she's actually seriously thought about it. Because up until now, everything's been kind of on the move, on the go, on the run, and she hadn't actually left the city. She hadn't left her squad. She hadn't left her clan. Like, it's all sinking in right at this moment, and you can see her eyes kind of go wide a little bit. She's like thinking, "Oh my God, I'm actually not there anymore."
I told you I'd get you out.
Yeah, I guess you did. I don't know. You've spent more time with these types than I have. Are they for real? You think they can do that kind of thing?
If they say they can, I think they can.
You can tell she like swallows nervously. What would that even mean for me? What if they unplug something that they're not supposed to?
Die or worse?
Oh. Aren't you supposed to be like, I don't know, reassuring or something?
I'd like to think I am being.
That is not the way.
Well, don't you want to know the risks? This is why it's a question, right? This is why it's a choice.
Yeah. I guess that's fair. I've never thought about what would happen if it was just who I am. I don't know what I
Be
would
unbounded. You'd be free.
Would you be there?
Of course.
Okay. I mean, if you weren't, it wouldn't matter. Like, it's not that big a deal or anything. You know, it's not like you are contractually obligated to. She trails off.
In his head, Atkins like, I might be. Call me your guarantor.
Would you let them do that to you? If the situation was, the other way around,
Yeah. I mean,
would you trust them?
honestly, kid, I have had so different a life from you. If I found myself in your position, knowing what I know, being who I am, I would trust far worse people if they said they could help me. But we're different people, right? Different experiences.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I guess, whenever they're rested up, and I don't know if right now is a good time.
Yeah, I don't know either. We may want to get to this
Princess got
hideout
beat
of
up.
theirs first.
Princess
Got beat up.
They all got beat up.
Or got beat up. Yeah. Princess's parents started beat up.
Yeah. Well, if she's anything like either of them, they kept going despite everything. I wouldn't have given up, but
Of course not.
What's it like? What's it like outside, not having constant orders?
Honestly,
how do you do it?
well, it can be pretty awful sometimes. You have to make ends meet. And make sure you know where your next meal is. That your friends are safe. Do everything you can for your family. But I gotta tell you, it's real nice being able to set your own path. Not having someone with a gun to your head telling you what you need to do next.
She smiles a little for her. Yeah, well, sometimes having a gun to your head's not so bad. At least you know what you do. It's not up to you to have to make that decision.
You know, it's going to be really hard, but we're going to train that out of you one day. First time you make a choice and it's the wrong one, it's going to be awful, isn't it?
I'm trying not to think about it. She as she's sitting there next to you, she kind of kicks her knee over to the side to hit your leg. You hear the the doors upstairs in the hallway opening and closing as people are going from one room to the other. You hear, I guess this would be the point where you hear Ven go, Akura, are you out there?
It is nothing but trouble.
She's all right.
Yeah, she is. I'm gonna go make sure they're not about to murder the prisoner.
Beautiful. All right. Lore, when Alkura had left to go talk to her parents, what are you doing?
She would probably like awkwardly still be with him standing there and then sitting down, wondering how long is this going to be, and then just if he's not saying anything, she'd probably start meditating.
All right. I did forget when we came back from break, I was going to showcase some art. Because I have it in a little thing that I was gonna do that. So let's see here. I'm gonna go over and we have some Varlo. Where is it? Is right here. Look at the boy.
Yay!
So
The space behind him is so funny.
As I'm having an ad on Twitch. Even the Twitch people don't want to see this face.
Damn. Yes, our lovely Pip Art has outdone herself yet again.
Blush.
I freaking love the emo bangs with a little bit of the with a little bit of the striped side haircut thing. It's so good. So good.
It's fun. He gave me a bunch of fun inspo pics, so it was fun to mash them all together.
I spent a whole night on Pinterest. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, they have these really cool tribal symbols on the side, so I was like, "Well, that's a cool way to like show it off would be a side cut."
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. And so because of that, now we have Akin. We have Okura. We have Lore. And we have Barlow.
Yay!
I meant to do that earlier.
A little delayed for us, so it's like
Yeah. There it is. Yeah.
I don't know why that sounded like a Pokemon earlier. Barlow.
That's beautiful. So Laura, you're gonna do some meditation?
Yes. Gonna try.
Okay. Beautiful.
Technically, though, I feel like her meditation is going to sort of edge around listening into the balance, but also her master, if that's possible.
Yeah. Give me that wisdom save. Do a wisdom saving throw, and then put your proficiency in there. Which I guess I don't know if you actually have proficiency in it already, but
I don't. So that would be roll a 15, and it says +5. So with proficiency, would that be like the additional 5? I don't know. I was so bad. So it's either 20 or 25.
okay, somewhere in that nebulous range, 2025. You are as Varlo. You are in the room with Lore here, and we'll say it's like the common room, basically towards the back of the ship, where it's got like the little almost like a little kitchen bench area, and then across from that is that little like semicircle couch with the game board in front of it, and I figure you were either on one side or the other, or whatnot, and you see that Laura is starting to like straighten herself up and kind of close her eyes as she's trying to like meditate. What is going through your mind, Barlow?
Sorry, who did you ask?
Barlow.
I'm so sorry. I thought you said Laura. I was like,
No.
Also in suspense. What is
No,
it?
I was like, yeah, it was like, I think everyone's looking at me. That's probably how he feels, honestly.
Yeah.
I think, well, the first thought was with all the doors opening, he's proud of himself, being like, I did good. That they're opening and shutting without problem now. But I think he would look over and just kind of observe and just insight on seeing a different way of meditating and what it looks like.
Yeah. You see as she slips into meditation that some of the others that you have seen do so have a very palpable aura of anger and wrath around them when they do so. They focus in on the negative emotions, and it's almost perceptible storm that rages around them as they're like wrapping themselves up in the exquisite agony of the dark side. You're watching Lore do this, and you're almost like, there's no way she's going to be doing anything productive this way. Like there's no aura, there's no anger, there's not even like a creased a crease on her forehead of like, discomfort at all. Like this is
Do I need to give her pain to help her? Does she need assistance? Is like what he's thinking.
she like about to take out a cattle prod for no reason.
Right.
But you see that she kind of like settles, and maybe it is working, and it is something kind of that you're just observing for the moment, as you're seeing this different approach that you've never seen before. Do you, Varlo, reach out with the Force at all to like, not necessarily poke the bear, but just to like see if there's any sort of feeling there at all?
There would be a little bit of a temptation just to understand who she is, but I think he's too afraid because she mentioned wanting to be friend of messing that up. And so he's too scared of, I think, risking anything.
Yeah.
But then because of the fear, so he doesn't meditate on anger, he meditates on fear. The fear bubbles up in him and calms him just a little bit into the dark side where that bubbles out, where I think that would then try and feel out in the Force by accident. It's more of like a losing control because it bubbles out of fear, that kernel of fear.
Lore, while you are finding your center, as it were, and in this moment of just relaxation, as you're trying to center yourself, this inner space is crowded with nothing. And I say that because for the past few days, the few times you've had opportunity to do so have been on a planet that is so distraught with emotion and darkness. Even if it is not like dark side, it's just that darkness that is so all-encompassing, that to now be in space and doing this is so claustrophobically open, because you feel, I wouldn't say in danger of spilling out into everywhere to fill that void, but it's just that, like, it's like It's like sitting at the edge of the bed, and that few moments before you feel like you're gonna slip off to the side, that's like teeter-totter feeling of like, if I don't catch myself, I'm going to fall. That's that feeling, but just all around you. There's no one side or the other. It's just that feeling of like trying to find and remember what it feels like to be in your own mind without that overwhelming presence of so many lives and so much vibrance of the energy of the force that it's just empty. And then somewhere through that fog of emptiness, a bubble, a presence within the force that is not yet familiar to you, and it trembles, but it doesn't shrink away. It's just there. And it's not too hard of a thing to figure out whose presence that is, but you've never sensed a presence based on fear. Maybe based is not the right word. Reliant, perhaps? Comfortable with? So much so that it becomes a part of the essence of them. What do you do with that?
Well, through all of that, she was so sort of uncomfortable with the openness and the space that even just one other sort of present, though unfamiliar, is almost grounding in a sense of I'm not alone. And she will sort of lean into that feeling that it's based out of fear. She resonates with that fear, of her own fear sort of trickling up. That fear sort of then spreads to a little bit of anger while she's trying to balance and not really being able to. And then more fear sort of bubbles up. And I don't know what happens after.
Varlo, as you are kind of within your own mind in this like a sort of meditation. Do you try and meditate? A little, as best as to your knowledge, you know how. Maybe it might even be a rudimentary form of it because it's not like you're practiced at meditating, but you've done something along those lines.
Yeah, I think it's a really good description of like the fear meaning fear. It's like a deer for a second that's like about to run, but then it quickly realizes it doesn't need to. And just the anger then relaxes Varlo in return. Like you said, there is a grounding because he knows anger. He'll let it just bounce off him because that's normal. That's not bad. That's home. Like that's
oh Jesus.
It's a reverse grounding. Yeah. So yeah, he goes into his own meditation, which then all it is him grabbing a piece of tech and it's undoing it and putting it back together. But not with the force, it's with his hands. So it would be the total opposite of like a Jedi taking apart their lightsaber and putting it back together floating. It'd be like by his hands, like in a rubric way, like putting all the pieces, cleaning them, and putting them all back together.
You two are in this state of, and it's funny because when you say that, Laura, about that little bit of fear and then sensing the fear and then being angry because of it, like I feel like there's a part of you that anger is fueled by the fact that others have made him so fearful that you get angry because of that. And it's just like this weird like feedback loop that you're feeding off of each other's emotions, but it's just also at the same time Hot Wheels tracking its way like faster and faster as it goes back and forth.
And that's how they all die. No.
And a small black hole opens up in the middle of the hyperspace lane, and it's really crazy.
I got solidarity.
um, Alcora, you walk out of your mom's room and into the common room, and you see both Varlo and Lore like in furrowed concentration. And you ever walk into a room where like it's kind of there's like this awkward air to it already, and you're just like, but nobody was. It wasn't even. It's awkward because people just stopped talking. It's awkward because nobody's been talking. So the air has just become so filled with silence that you almost feel like you hit a physical barrier of like, what is happening? Especially with, I would imagine, Zeltron mind just like picking up on emotions of like,
Yeah, it's like fear. Fear is the biggest one I'm picking up on, I would assume. Yeah.
no.
Yikes. Okay.
She's literally watching the Hot Wheel.
Yeah.
The emotions going back and forth.
Yeah. I gotta think about happy things. That's what my mom just told me a second ago. But I'll like I'll I don't know if I want to interrupt them necessarily super quick, so I want to just like stand there for a minute, and if nothing changes, I'll I don't know if there's a kind of a spare like okay, like a tool like from his toolbox or whatever was
Yeah.
for I'll just like roll it across like the floor at them like from some noise to interrupt them.
I would say that your presence there definitely feels not so much like there is an intrusion in their vibe, but the way that you both Laura and Varlo were meditating, there is a sudden presence of warmth to that fear and anger, and it's for Varlo, I'm assuming, one of the first times you feel someone's presence that's not threatening in the least.
The deer runs away.
The deer runs away. Varlo suddenly up against the wall going
Not Varlo, just his force feelings. That was too intense for him.
I'm just saying
No,
in
for
that
sure.
sense of like
That's how he would react internally.
Yeah.
But Varlo externally would not say anything for a full minute until he's waiting to see if Alcro can stay that quiet or if he would break.
Stay quiet for a minute. So
Laura would like immediately calm down though, feeling Alcura there and that warmth and sort of like the peace that would come that would help her sort of balance out the fear and anger and peace and hope, and
the roiling emotion becomes calm. A presence that is steady, uncertain at times, but still steady in a way that you can count on. And yeah, I would feel like both Varlo and Lore, your eyes both peek open the moment that Alcura breaks the silence with the rolling of a thermo spanner across the countertop, just like she's just like tapping it casually, like.
hey, sorry, I didn't know. We can keep going if you want.
I use a magnet and it looks like I'm using the force, but the scanner just goes right into my hand because it's
Are you guys good? I was feeling some feelings.
yeah.
wise men can sit in the silence, remember?
Oh, yeah.
He was like smiling, like just almost like, look, I made a joke. Like that's kind of how it comes across.
Do you want to talk to my mom? She's good.
Oh, the Jedi. What is her name?
Ben.
Ben. Okay. Thank you, Laura. That was interesting.
It was interesting. We should try that again
I
sometime.
didn't mean to intrude.
It was actually sort of strangely quiet before, so it was nice.
And then he just kind of looks at a curl like, not sure how I feel about that one yet.
Like, no, it's fun.
And then you joined. Let's go.
It was nice and quiet, and then you were there.
I like turn as we're walking away. I just turn to Laura and I mouth out, "He is sassy." And-
You do know
Oh,
your
I
force
know.
powers is very warm, right?
Warm?
Like the sun.
Oh.
Scary. Like,
Oh.
and burn.
Oh, geez. Sorry.
You're like,
It
oh.
wasn't
whoa."
bad, but I've never felt that before.
I don't know how to change that, so
I don't know
sorry.
either.
I think it's under your
What?
settings and then display. It's like warmth.
If you go to the character sheet, there's universal dark and light. Just uncheck the light.
Go to dark mode.
Yeah.
Never said it was bad.
Oh, okay.
You go to your mom's room.
Mhm.
Where are you going?
Say Atkins found them at this point.
Are the doors working better for you?
Oh yeah, he fixed the doors.
Great. Hadn't used them, to be honest, but
Yeah, we can test
I'll
right
give
now.
it a shot. Yeah, sure.
Hi, Mom.
You're-
Hold on a second.
you ever see that some of the doors in I think it was in the original trilogy, there's like, I think it was in the first movie in the Death Star, like the door comes down so fast you're like, if anybody had been in there,
Oh,
they
yeah.
would have
Yeah.
died. There is
Yes.
no slow. It was just
Mhm.
chop.
And it's always on a delay. They'll like click it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. You have that long to get out of the way or you're
Yeah.
dead. And now all the doors on the ship operate with imperial efficiency. So do not be in the doorway when you
Yeah,
close the
be
door.
careful.
I was about
Or
to say,
Inquis-
Akin looks at that and he's like, "Oh, you've been in the Empire a while, haven't you?"
I run our base at the highest levels of competency. We have passed 100% on every inspection.
Oh, well, that's great, I think. Yeah.
I don't think they have safety inspectors in the Empire, but that's fine. We'll figure it out.
It's Cole's the weak in the dump.
They get killed too many times when people fail. So
Mm-hmm.
they're hiring if you know of anyone.
Revolving door. Job.
It's beautiful. You go to the, like, I would assume that probably dad has left and is just leaving you and your mom in that room, but there's plenty of spaces for everyone. But you get in there and let's see. Your mom like looks up as you guys walk in. She kind of just like straightens and stiffens a little bit as Varlo walks in, but just, hello.
It stiffens and straightens at the doorway. Do you mind if I enter?
I do not. You may enter.
Thank you.
Have a seat if you wish. The choice is yours.
He like goes to where the seat is, but instead of like sitting, he just kneels down on the ground, like in front of it, kind of like sitting on his knees, sort of thing.
jokester, Aaron. First thing that comes to my mind is, so what are your intentions with my daughter?
Runs away.
Out the airlock happens every time.
Lost more boyfriends that way.
I don't know what it
Dad's
is.
sitting there with a laser shotgun.
Eat the
I'm just
burnt
cleaning
garlic
it.
bread.
Make sure you're owned by 10 standard.
I feel like Asidus, as a dad with a dating daughter, would like gather blackmail on the kid.
1,000%. 1,000%. There is no way.
Oh my god.
She looks at Varlo and so you wished to speak with me?
I did. If you would allow it.
I will.
It's weird because I don't think he's used to being allowed to speak first. So I think there's like that weird silence of like waiting to be told like he can ask a question or something.
When you're ready.
Thank you. Again, I apologize if this is personal or rude. I don't know what is acceptable outside of where I was from, but I understand that you are, there's like a question mark, a Jedi.
I feel that there are others who would argue that I am not. However, there are many standards of that life that I still live by. While I may not agree with all of them. So the answer might be a little more complicated than a simple yes or no. We'll go with yes for now.
Mm-hmm. You knew the temple?
I grew up there.
In your opinion, not others, not to their standards, but yours, were the Jedi the traitors for the Empire?
You see, if she could get any more stiff, she would. But she's already as close to sitting at attention as possible. And at this, she kind of stiffens more, but then her shoulders drop. Let me put it this way. From your knowledge of what the Jedi are, were, and did, what tenets did they live by? Or I should say, what tenets did they strive to live by?
Don't know. As a kid, was told that they're like magicians, knights that would save those that needed help. But I've been told that that is just a political ploy to gain control, power, and money, to use that to manipulate governments, And yet that's what I've seen firsthand. Not from the Jedi.
She just looks at you and calmly says, "Then I believe you have your answer."
Pieces of your lightsaber are in our clothes, aren't they?
I did help her with its construction, so yes.
I saw a few memories. I think that were yours. So I trust you. And he reaches back and grabs the Inquisitor lightsaber and just puts it out. And puts it at her feet. I don't want a red crystal anymore.
I dare say that we will be hard pressed to find another to replace it anytime soon.
I have a vibroblade. Use that. The Force wants me to have another crystal, I'll find one.
She looks at it with the calmness, respect, and borderline hesitancy and fear of someone who's had a poisonous reptile placed at their feet. I may not have had too much personal contact with Inquisitors before, but I cannot fault you for wanting to be rid of that, which is part of who you are, or at least who you were trained to be.
That's what I came to ask you. If you don't believe it can be separated from me, I would ask that you end my life. And if you believe I can change, I would like to give my life over to protecting your daughter, however long that may be.
She stands slowly, reaches a hand out to the side, and with the force pulls her saber from her pack, and it flies into her hand. Not quickly, but just slowly with purpose.
He just lowers his head.
She powers it on. It roars to life. And she slowly moves it towards you. And for the moment, Alcura, you're like, wait, wait.
I tried to read her emotions, being like, is this a test? This seems like it's a test. This has got to be a test. But I'm not sure. Like, I guess it depends on if she's really blank or not, like how much I'm freaking out.
So impassive. And for the first time in, I don't know, in a very long time, Alcura, you see your mother not as your mother, not as the woman who married your father, not as anybody, but a serene, Jedi. This is probably one of the first times you have seen her in full Jedi mode, because she had shed that part of her life for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And even in teaching you, it's always been more my mom, who is a Jedi, is teaching me how to use the Force, and not so much this is a Jedi in all senses of the word. This is the first time you're seeing that presence, and it is both, maybe awe-inspiring is too strong, but right to that level of where it's impressive, because this is like, well, it looks like this is almost like someone completely different. And I think that in that is part of why your mind is scrambling to try and read something, some sort of sign
Mm-hmm.
as to what her intentions are. But she brings her blade, and she raises it, and it's a in that Makashi kind of Count Dooku kind of way. She raises it up like this, and she looks like she's about to strike.
Whoa,
And
whoa, whoa, whoa.
it's in such a quick, smooth motion that she brings it down, and as she brings it down, she turns it off, just barely missing uh just barely missing Varlo as it like comes off to her side. And she just stays staring at him. Then from this moment forward, the old you is dead, and a new individual rises from this point forward. It will be a difficult journey, bordering on the impossible. To come back from a place of such darkness is extremely difficult. But there are plenty of stories that had been held once in the archives of the Jedi of individuals who had given themselves to darkness and then returned to the light. So it is not impossible. But the old you has to end here. She bends down and grabs the Inquisitor saber and hands it over to you. This is the weapon of someone who may or may not have been defeated this day. That is up for you to decide. She places her saber on her hilt, on her belt. Takes a deep breath, and Alcora, you see your mom just like return, like her features soften, her eyes soften. That cool, calm, and collected Jedi was, and will always be your mother recedes back into herself once again.
Yeah, I think Alcura's just staring at her like, what did I just witness? Like, she's almost like in shock. And it's not a bad thing either. It's probably half like in awe. Like, that was the scariest and coolest thing I've ever seen. But also half like, I'm glad she's not like that all the time. You know?
Yeah.
I think Varla will take the pieces just apart to take the crystal out. Kind of holds it and puts it in like one pocket. And just put the uncrystallized saber back on his belt. Well, I've intruded long enough. I'll take my leave. Thank you.
She bows her head slowly.
He's like halfway out of the room before he stops and turns. Thank you letting me see what a Jedi really looks like. I'm gonna leave.
I'm assuming, Akin, you were like either in the doorway, in the room, or like had witnessed this.
Am I gonna have to go get a mop?
Lore, you also having been in the room, what was Lore's feelings as this all happened?
Would I send her back in time, sort of seeing for the first time in a long time that Jedi Master that she used to know for like a split second, and then when it was gone, it was sort of like back into reality before, after Order 66 and everything's fallen apart.
Mm-hmm. Make a insight check.
That is a nat 20 for
Whoa.
Damn.
insight. 29. Yeah.
Damn, girl.
Yes.
Seeing all of that, there is a moment when she spoke of Jedi of the past, stories of the past, where Jedi had given themselves to the dark and then come back to light at great expense. Though in that moment, Ven had been speaking to Varlo, you don't have a shadow of a doubt that she was also speaking to you. She, Ven not being one to mince words, so to speak, also was there. Not, it wasn't said in a judgmental sort of way. It was meant as a seed of encouragement that is there now for you to choose to nurture or not. You see Ven sits back down and releases a breath very slowly. She looks over at Alkura. I believe you are right.
Yeah?
I believe he will be a good person.
Yay. Yeah, he definitely was gonna let you like kill him. So
I know.
yeah, good test. I was really hoping that was a test. I was really trusting you there.
I don't know what you mean. She smiles. Akin, what was going through your mind as you saw the mock execution?
I think, he might have actually been thinking back to something Lore said earlier, because he has seen similar rites performed by the more, into it members of his clan and other clans, and just sort of like, okay, I know what this is. She's not going to kill him. And then he hears in his head, isn't Mandalorian like a religion? And he's like,
I know, Laura.
Beautiful.
That's so good.
Beautiful. I think with that is a perfect moment to cap for the evening. Beautiful. Well, we have days left for your journey if Jakku is indeed your temporary destination for now. Undoubtedly, there will be stops along the way for refueling and to resupply, but you have gained yourself a new ally, it seems. Maybe he's just really good at acting.
Master, my plan is good. I'm in for now.
They don't suspect a thing.
I totally didn't flinch when she was about to execute me. I
Ben
did
is
so
such a
good.
fool. You were right.
I deserve all the cookies now. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, so good. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea where that came from. Ben, that whole thing, I was just like,
Really?
I don't
That
know.
was improv?
I don't know what we're gonna talk about, and then I was just going by whatever Barlow was saying, and I was like, huh, okay, we'll just see.
I loved it. I was writing Mike. I was messaging him like, "This is like my girlfriend. She would do this." It was perfect. I loved it.
Okay,
very,
good.
very good.
Yeah, great.
No, he's walking away being like, I didn't know she knew the Makashi method. That's a dark side to use. Impressive.
Also true.
I don't know what to do. Let's be super dramatic.
Yep.
Push the drama button.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, beautiful. Well,
Good.
I am looking forward to seeing you guys next week. Same time, same place. As we continue your journey. Every time you get a new fish in the fish tank, it has to sit in the water for a little bit before you let it loose. So this is our sitting in the fish
tank.
You're sitting in the bag still. We'll see. We'll have to let you. We're gonna have to let you out.
Little fishies, go swim.
Yeah, you have to adapt your water to the rest of the water or whatever.
Next week, hey guys, Michael couldn't make it. He's sleeping. He's floating upside down. It's fine.
That's fine.
There'll be a new bag and a new fish next week. Sorry. We forgot to take him out of the bag.
Weirdly
We'll
though,
get you a
he's
new
gonna look
Michael that looks
exactly
just
like
like
the
him.
old character.
Yeah. That's crazy. All right. Well,
Marlo.
It's not Marlo. It's gonna be the other one. It's be the same, but one letter different.
Yeah.
No, this is Arlo.
Oh, right.
Arlo.
But now I realize I got to change my name out of all those conversations. I'm like, now I can't keep my name because everyone's telling me I got to change my name.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, the person
I have an idea. It's okay.
spiritually,
I think it'll work.
spiritually, the person of the past. That's
Episode 17, New Year, New Me.
Beautiful. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Let's where's my we didn't play any fun dance music. This one's called Memory Core is Dead. Let's dance. All right, whatever. Sounds right. That sounds about right. But yeah, we'll see you next week. Next week, this week was wild. I had 3 D&D games this week. My brain is so busted.
You're welcome for an RP session.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah. Last night was all combat, so I'm grateful that my brain could relax a little bit. But yes, we'll see you next week. Next Tuesday, I'm sure we'll play some games. We'll try and continue the adventures in the Undercity. I think is where I was fighting Gamorrean guards and what are the zombie gnolls? Not gnolls. That's D&D. The mutant things. What are those called?
Oh.
Yeah, the virus things, right?
Rat attack? No, not.
Yeah,
that's
Ratatouille, the
Rakghoul.
Ratatouille, Rakghoul. That's what
Rock
it
Wolves!
was.
Oh, that brings
Yeah.
me back.
Yeah, I was
Good times,
in the
good
middle
times.
of that last time, so we'll continue that. Hopefully, I'll remember to save this time.
Ooh.
It's fine.
Oh, did you lose a save?
I started the going through the sewers, got all the way to like a elite captain guard of the Gamorreans after clearing out most of it, and then I lost very violently, I might add. And then I was like, oh, I just reloaded it's back in the village. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to do that all.
Oh, that's
over again.
painful. Oh my
It's
gosh.
fine.
It
It's
builds character in
fine.
our old days of gaming there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how
it
you-
just
Right.
crushes your
Save.
soul.
Open new door.
when you
Save.
die.
Open new door. Save.
I mean, yeah, when we used to play Baldur's Gate, it was just like F5, F5. Like F5. Did you F5 yet? F5. We didn't
the
have that
original?
back in
Yeah.
Super Mario days.
That's
Yeah.
right. We had quarters.
Quarters. If you were lucky. All right. Well, we'll see you next time. As always, stay fey, be brave. Don't forget the safe word is mango. And of course, may the force be with you. Bye.
Also with you.